Super Bowl Sunday is here finally. After all the talk, we finally get to see the game tonight. I'm here with my son, Thomas. We're going to make some predictions for what we think is going to happen. God, don't let the Seahawks raise the trophy at Levi's. What is good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. That's my son, Thomas. We are here on Super Bowl Sunday to talk about the game, make some predictions, and hope against hope that the Seahawks don't raise the trophy at Levi's Stadium. How are you feeling right now about the game?
I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling energetic. I'm ready to bust out the popcorn.
Oh, so it's all about the food for you for the pregame show. I see how it is. I think Mom's going to have something special for us ready to go.
Hopefully.
We just saw a tweet before we went on. Here's what the stadium looks like right now. Kind of an overcast day, not ideal. I hate seeing the Seahawks. You could see the far picture of the Seahawks end zone at Levi's Stadium. It just feels wrong.
Yeah,
but that is the look here at the stadium.
The people who must have spray painted the Niners field must have been like, oh, I really don't want to do this.
Right? Like, of all years for an NFC West team to make the Super Bowl. But let's start. Let's break it down. And by the way, I agree. Daniel Garcia says would be nice if the Patriots win. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Antonio says good morning, Stats and Mini Stats. Shout out to you, Antonio. Thank you for being a YouTube channel member. We appreciate all our YouTube channel members. In fact, we've started a thing here. We're scrolling everybody that wants to support us in that way across the screen every single live show. We are so grateful that you helped me be able to do this, to put food on the table for this one. And God knows he's been eating more of it lately. All right, let's dive right into it. What do you think if you were, I'm going to make you Josh McDaniels. You are the Patriots offensive coordinator now. You are coaching in your 10th Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What's your plan of attack against this Patriots defense? That's Seahawks defense.
Mm-hmm. I say start out with a little pass run action, like to maybe alternate a few times. See what's going on with them. See like if their defensive line is struggling. See if their secondary is struggling, and then I say based on what you have with that, I say go with that for a while. Maybe run some play actions. Maybe do a little trick play. Make the receiver throw.
Okay, I want to talk about that because I really think there's going to be a trick play.
Oh, yeah.
When one team is facing a defense that's really good and they may be struggling to move the ball, they almost always go to a trick play. Remember the 49ers did the trick play against the Chiefs when they couldn't move the ball?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to work, but I think it's good. They're going to try it, and I think it's going to be like crap. I think it's going to be a very good trick play. Josh McDaniels has run a ton of them in the playoffs with the Patriots in his career. Mm-hmm. Mike Vrabel, the coach of the Patriots, has actually caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So he's familiar with trick plays as well. I think the Patriots are going to have something ready. I don't know if it'll work, but I think they're going to try it. I know one thing that you always talk about, special teams fake.
Yeah.
A fake kick. I know you love them. You run them all the time in Madden.
I do, and it always works.
We may see one of those tonight because they're gonna have to do something unexpected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna if the Patriots want to win this game, they're gonna have to just try to throw the Seattle defense off guard. Maybe they could do some laterals. They just need a good spark to go off of.
Arjun, YouTube channel member, says already in the train for our Dutch Super Bowl party. Game starts at this is the 30 a.m. I'm assuming that's half hour past midnight. The military time there is getting me. That is crazy to have to stay up that. What are you doing for work tomorrow, Arjun? Are you just going to suffer through it? By the way, next year's Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day.
Huh.
The next day is President's Day. It's a holiday, so there's no school.
Yes.
No work. So like that is like that's why the Niners have to make the Super Bowl next year.
Oh, for sure.
Clearly. Okay. So that's your plan. Do you think that the Seahawks will be able to the Patriots, will be able to run the ball against the Seahawks? Because I'm worried about that.
Well, I don't know. The Seattle defensive line is really, really good. As we saw, they held
everybody.
Yeah, they held everybody. I just think that they're gonna need like something, maybe like a 10-yard run to start, and just like to get the Seattle defensive line just in their heads, and I think it's just really going to be hard for them to run the ball.
Absolutely. I don't know why my background disappeared, but there it is. The Seahawks have 6 different players with at least 30 pressures. We know they're good against the run. They're good against the pass. No other team in the league has 4 or more than 4 players with 30 pressures.
Wow.
So they can get out and get after the quarterback. Anything New England could do on the ground would be a massive load off of Drake May's shoulders. I think you want to try and take the pressure off him as much as possible. If he won the Super Bowl, I believe he'd be the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
Wow.
I think he's the 2nd youngest quarterback to ever start a Super Bowl, if I remember Michelle's stat that she gave me on Friday correctly. Dan Marino, I think, was the youngest in 1983, 85. I can't remember the year. I should. That's a terrible job I made by not remembering that. But nonetheless, Drake May's got a lot on his shoulders. So if they could take the pressure off of them at all, they need to find a way to do that. I look at this Patriots offense and I'm like, where is the star? Who is the guy that if they need a play on 3rd down can break 2 tackles and bust one? I don't know that they have one, and that scares me a little.
Yeah, we know that the Seahawks have Jackson Smith and Jigba that can easily do that. They could do it on a pitch play if they wanted.
What do you mean?
Like, remember that Niners play in Week 18 when the 3rd down? When did they pitch?
Oh, the option? Well, please don't. Thanks for bringing that up. That's a great memory.
Yeah, I think they're gonna need somebody to just break away, just like the game where the Niners had Kendrick Bourne in there. I think they're gonna need someone new to just break out and have a good game for them.
Maybe it can be Stephon Diggs. I don't know. That's what scares me about New England. At some point, they're going to need somebody. The game will be hanging in the balance. Maybe Seattle will jump out to an early lead, and it'll be like a 3rd down. You'll be like, God, if New England doesn't get something here, this game could really snowball. And I don't know if they have some. Maybe it's Ravondre Stevenson. Maybe it's oh geez, what am I thinking? I can't think of the other running back there. That's terrible. Henderson. But whoever, they're going to need somebody to make a play. David Merrill says, I'd like to pick Darnold for 2+ interceptions because I can't stand the idea of him winning a Super Bowl. Here's the thing. Sam really hasn't. He's been pretty good lately. Like, Seattle has won. You brought this up before the show. 9 straight games. Like, this idea that Sam Darnold has been, having these disaster games with 4 or 5 turnovers. He hasn't really done that in a really long time.
Yeah. He's on a big streak right now, and we know how to get Darnold to throw picks, but you just need tons and tons of pressure, and that's really hard to get because Sam Darnold, he's sneaky fast. He
is sneaky fast.
He's athletic, and he can get the ball out, but you just need tons and tons of pressure for him to throw a pick.
I think that they're going to roll him out. They don't want him to just drop back and sit there. They're going to try to move the pocket to take some of that pressure off of him. He was very good under pressure in the conference championship game against the Rams. To his credit, I believe he threw 3 touchdowns under pressure. So I do want to give him credit for that. But this isn't just a Sam Darnold thing. Every quarterback makes more mistakes when they're under pressure. So that doesn't just apply to Sam. BioZeo186 says, Rams fan here. My head tells me Seattle will win. I hate anything Boston. So my heart says New England because I don't want to hear Seahawks fans next year if they win. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow all off season. And then next year on Thursday Night Football, they'll be in Seattle. They'll be raising the banner and the trophy and all that stupid. Oh man, I don't want to see that. No. All right.
If they do win, I'm gonna turn the TV off right away so I don't have to see all that after game, them
the celebration. Well,
and the confetti. It always gets me.
At Levi's too. After the game, come here. Don't watch the post-game celebration because Levin and I will be doing an instant reaction show here. Won't be a super long show, but we're going to do one because it's the Super Bowl. We'll give you our thoughts reacting to everything that happens. That'll start immediately once the game ends. So please join us here for that as well. It's a work day, baby. Super Bowl Sunday's a work day.
Yeah.
All right. What else about New England's offense? We mentioned the trick play. We mentioned the possibility of a special teams play. Is there anything else on the offense for New England that you want to mention?
I want to see I want to see a lot of Drake May rolling out and maybe play actions. They can't just go with like the standard drag route across the middle. They can't go with the inside zone run. They have to do something. I want to see play actions. I want to see them maybe going fast and like in the first quarter just to try to wear down the Seattle defense. Yeah, they can't just go like normal, just throwing it like right over the middle.
Also, I would tell this to Drake May. Use your legs. You drop back to pass, you go through a couple reads. If it's not there, run. You don't want to fall behind. You don't want second and long, second and 12, something like that. Use your legs to stay ahead of the chains. There's an old expression, nobody ever went broke by taking a profit. You can run for 4 yards, take it. Live to play another down. What do I always tell you with quarterbacks when we watch games together? What's the number one thing they can't do?
Don't make a bad play worse.
There we go. That's right. Drake, you might get in some situations where you feel like you got to force something, or maybe you've got, 4 yards in the flat, but you really want to make a play downfield because Seattle has scored and you're feeling pressure. Fight that urge. Don't do it. Take the 4 or 5 yard run. Don't force it. Don't make a bad situation worse. Seattle, I feel like sometimes they get you to do that. Their defense is so good. They put the pressure on the offense, especially because Seattle usually jumps out to a lead. They have scored first in 5 straight games.
Wow.
I think that really helps them. It lets them use their play action, and it makes their defense put more pressure on the offense and can lead them into mistakes. The Patriots have to resist that urge.
Yeah, I think, just like you said, no one ever went broke taking a profit. I think even if like sometimes you got to take a sack sometimes. You
Yes.
just yeah, that's, you can't just like, you have to hang on to the ball. You have to. And like if you like fumble or something, this crowd is going to go nuts.
You think it's going to be a pro Seahawks crowd in Levi's?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to. No, please. There's actually still tickets available. I heard this morning. I was on KTVU in San Francisco. Tickets are about $3,000. You want to go?
I wish.
All right. Let's do this. Let's talk about what Seattle's going to do on offense and how New England's defense are going to handle it. We'll do that in 1 second.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code GSPE. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Okay. When Seattle has the ball, I feel like everything about their success has been Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson Smith and Jigba. The Patriots, I'm sure, are aware of this.
Oh, yeah.
Will they be able to slow down Jackson Smith and Jigba, even though nobody else has been able to do it pretty much all year?
I do not think so. But they're I don't think they're gonna hold him down. They have that really good corner,
Christian Gonzalez.
I think they're gonna have to put him on Smith and Jigba every time. Cooper Kupp, he's still an option. Rashid Shaheed. Oh yeah. He's always there. He's fast, speedy. I think you're gonna really have to play your secondary good to keep this Seattle's offense under control.
I would have him follow JSN too. Why not? Like what you have this great corner, use him to just have him on the other side of the field covering guys that
like Jake Bobo.
Right, like the Seahawks don't really throw to anyone else with any amount of regularity. If I were the Patriots, I would say this, look, we may not win this game. We may lose, but if we lose, I'm going down with somebody else besides Jackson Smith and Jigba beating me. I just can't do it. I can't let the other team's best weapon beat me. If I lose with Jake Bobo catching 1,000 balls or Cooper Kupp, okay, but not that guy. Now, I feel like everybody should say that against the Seahawks. And Jackson Smith-Njigba, all he did was win the Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. Just like you said, you want to go down. You can't just have like fourth quarter, 2 seconds to go, Hail Mary to Jackson Smith-Njigba for the win. I hate saying that, but you just can't have that happen. You need to, because even if you don't cover him, he could catch like a 30-yard pass. You just need to keep yourself under control. You need to be relaxed. You need to be okay. They got a first down. We still have probably so much of the game left. Just stay calm.
Yeah. Easier said than done in the Super Bowl. It's a different game. The pregame show is different. It's a big spectacle. The commercial breaks are longer. The halftime show is longer. I don't care who you are. It's going to hit you differently. It's going to take, and players have talked about this, it takes a series or two to just kind of settle in. The first couple plays are always, oh my God, we're in the Super Bowl. Well, the president won't be there today, but usually like the president's over there. Like this is a huge deal. It takes them time to just kind of like, oh yeah, it's a football game. I know how to do this.
Yep, and we know Drake May does football games really good.
Do you think that because Mike Vrabel played in 4 Super Bowls, won 3 Super Bowls, do you think that because Josh McDaniels, this will be his 10th Super Bowl that he is coaching in, do you think that will help the Patriots sort of deal with all of that? Or do you think it doesn't matter? The players are going to be sort of, hyped up anyway?
I think they're always hyped up, but I think the Patriots coach,
Mike Vrabel,
he's gonna he's gonna really try to like every time the offense comes off the field, he's gonna be like, come on guys, just stay, keep your head in the game. And I think he's gonna be doing that better than the Seahawks coach,
Mike McDonald,
who
of course is coaching in his first Super Bowl. Not that that's everything, but I do think it's something. I think the Patriots will try and use that to their advantage. Now, the Seahawks players, I believe, have a little more Super Bowl experience because they got a lot of guys from the Rams, and like Cam Akers is there, Cooper Kupp is there, the linebacker whose name is escaping me at the moment, which is terrible. They've got some guys with Super Bowl experience, so from a player perspective, they have more than the Patriots. But the coaching, I mean, Josh McDaniels entered the league in 2001. Since he began coaching in 2001, Josh McDaniels has coached in 40% of all Super Bowls that have taken place, which is absolutely crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So that's where I think the New England coaching staff will have an advantage for sure. Do you think that this is going to be a close game, or you think it's going to be a blowout?
I think it's going to be a really close game. I think you can't have like 41 points against this Patriots defense, and I don't think it's able for the Patriots offense to do the same. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think it might be a low-scoring game.
I think so too.
It might turn out to be like 14-17, but yeah, I think it's going to be a close game.
Is that your final score prediction?
It is.
17-14 Patriots.
Correct.
Patriots?
I think there's going to be how's the Patriots kicker?
I don't know off the top of my head. Regular, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think there's going to be not a game-winning field goal, but a field goal, and the Patriots defense is going to get in Darnold's head, and the Patriots defense is going to get a pick, and it's going to end the game.
Okay, I'm going to take the Seahawks to win. I think it'll be by more than 4.5 points, but I don't think it'll be like a big. I think it'll be between, let's say, 7 to 10 points. 10 would be like the biggest. I think it's going to be a close game, but I will take Seattle to win. I see your score predictions: 24-19 Patriots. Wow. Antonio says Patriots win 21-17. Not surprising that most people are not picking the Seahawks to win in this particular chat.
And I slept on the roof when I picked Philly to win.
Yeah, that's true. I always say he sleeps on the roof if he does something that frustrates me. Heineman on Twitch says, are you waiting for Kyle's pre-show analysis? Do you know that Kyle Shanahan is going to be on the pregame show? He's going to be sitting at the desk next to Fred Warner on NBC doing pregame analysis.
I did not know that. I'll tune in. I'll tune in. I'll watch it, and maybe he'll say something interesting. Maybe he'll let us know about something.
Also, Kyle, if you had all this insight on the Seahawks defense and game plan, like I feel like you could have used it maybe a little earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
Just a thought. I don't know, but I'm interested to see what that's going to be like for him because he doesn't really like the media yet. He's doing the biggest pregame show of the year. Millions of people are going to be watching. Are you looking forward to the commercials?
Yeah. Sometimes they get some funny commercials in there. They cost. You said $10 million.
Between $8 and $10 million for a 30-second national commercial on the show tonight.
That is absurd.
Needless to say, the Gold Standard podcast ad is not going to run.
I was hoping to be on there.
Yeah,
the big screens.
Sorry, kid. Maybe not in the budget for this year.
Maybe next year though.
But again, just a quick reminder. Tune in tonight after the game. Levin Black and I will have a live instant reaction show immediately following the Super Bowl. For the love of God, let it be the New England Patriots. That's going to do it for this edition of the show. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I always say we're not going anywhere. In the off season, we'll be here every single weekday doing live shows for you. We got our 49ers in 5 news update every weekday on the audio only side as well. So please stay with us. I always say if you give us a chance, you'll like what you see or hear. Thomas, thank you very much.
I love doing this. Thank you guys too.
Go Patriots.